Hello everyone, this is Curt again with another browser video. The purpose of this one is to give you a quick status update of the ability for the browser gateway to support multiple web apps. As you know, what we've been shipping so far has a one-to-one relationship between the browser gateway and the dark web app that it protects. In this video, you'll see me demonstrate a single browser gateway protecting two. Although you'll see two web apps behind a single gateway in this video, that is not an architectural constraint. We could have 3, 4, 10. I just wanted to keep this concise for this particular demo. I'm going to drag this particular shell script, which I'm going to use to start my local agent. And I wanted to call out the target array. Now, when in the wild, when this gets deployed, whatever the instance is that is housing this running the browser gateway, it should be running with a wildcard certificate. And you'll see here that we have a wildcard for mattermost.ziti.netfoundry.io and plex.ziti.netfoundry.io. So again, in the wild, you can imagine there being two C names, one for this, one for this, both pointing to the same instance in the cloud. I'm running all this locally on my laptop. So if I drag this off screen for a moment and just show you my Mac's etc host file, you can pay attention to this. So localhost, if you type in this particular address or this particular address into the browser, it's gonna resolve to localhost. Bringing this config back on screen again, you'll see that if the browser gateway is hit with coming in from a virtual host name of mattermost.ziti.netfoundry.io, then it's going to know that the user wants to hit the service that's on this particular Ziti network, service that's named Mattermost Blue, which is a containerized version of Mattermost that I use for local testing. Similarly, if the user types in plex.ziti.netfoundry.io, that particular virtual host, as is interpreted by the browser gateway, will make sure that the Ziti service known as Curt Plex is what's going to be running over in the browser. I have both of these using the same IDP. You can see that these particular items are identical. And again, it's using my test account out on auth0. These do not necessarily have to be the same IDP. They could be different ones. But for the purposes of this demo, we will be hitting the same IDP. So let me go ahead and start the browser gateway. I have some logging turned on that's showing some of the OIDC protocol chatter that's happening. And again, you can see that we've got the audience of mattermost.ziti, and we have an audience down here of plex.ziti.netfoundry.io. Clear that. Go ahead and bring Microsoft Edge over. I have a couple of shortcuts up here pointing to the same instances. So again, mattermost.ziti.netfoundry.io and plex.ziti.netfoundry.io. So let's go ahead and start the Mattermost version. You can see in the background that the agent is seeing what's going on, and it does not yet know who I am. It does not have a browser session cookie yet, so it has redirected out to the IDP. I'll go ahead and complete the IDP logon. And then you can see over behind the screen here the chatter where the web app is asking for certain things like the Ziti browser runtime and the WebAssembly and all the various other things. And the app comes up. Now we're going to be just opening up a new browser tab and hitting the other virtual host. And much like before, this particular virtual host, there's no browser session cookie yet, so it forces me to log in with the IDP again, which I will do. And up comes Plex. So there you have it. Quick look at what's going on. This is not committed yet, haven't pushed these bits yet, but the ability for us to leverage wildcard certs, take apart the incoming host header and deal with that and splice it across virtual hosts inside the browser gateway, and have each of those virtual hosts pointing at a different Ziti service is now operational. If you have any questions, concerns, go ahead and reach out to me, and I'll see you on the next video.